Welcome to today's 3-Minute Halacha. Beginning tonight, the first night of Elul, and all the way through Shmini Atzeret, we will be reciting the 27th chapter of Tehillim, LeDavid Hashem Ori. This custom is documented in the Mishnah Berurah, in Siman Tav Kuf Pei Aleph, Siv Katan Bet. His source is the Mata Ephraim, the halachic work of Rabbi Ephraim Zalman Margoliot from the 19th century, who says that the custom to recite this chapter is based on a medrash, the Midrash Shochar Tov, which explains that words within this chapter refer to the high holiday season. The David Hashem Ori, God is my light, that's Rosh Hashanah. Yishi, that's salvation, Yom Kippur, and adds Rabbi Margoliot that Ki Yitzbeneni b'Sukkot, that God will hide me in his sukkah or shelter me in his sukkah, refers obviously to Sukkot. The Malbim offers a different explanation, suggesting that what makes this chapter so special at this season is because this chapter is all about our wanting to draw closer to God, to cleave to God. And that too is what Elul is about, in fact. Elul can be viewed as an acronym for the words Ani lidodi v'dodi li. I am for my beloved, and my beloved is for me, the relationship between the Jewish people and God. But what's the source? We don't find this custom mentioned in the Gemara, nor in the Rishonim, nor in the Shulchan Aruch, or even in the more classical commentaries. It seems to be somewhat strange that a custom has arisen so quickly. The earliest known written source is in a sefer known as Shemen Tov Katan, written by Rav Binyamin Benish Cohn. It was first printed in 1706. There he writes that the reason we say LeDavid is not related to its references of holidays or relationship to God, but because this chapter has 13 references to God. Each of those 13 refer to God's 13 attributes, the way we seek mercy from God, something that we are seeking at this time of year. However, there is a possible earlier source, not in writing, but an oral tradition that is recorded in a relatively recent sefer known as Nezer HaKodesh, the Minhagei Beit Ropshitz, on page 147. There is a story mentioned in the name of the Baal Shem Tov, who refers to another tzaddik known as Rav Eliyahu Baal Shem of Chalm, who saved the Jews in a certain area from eviction because he was able to promise the ruler of that area that he would have a son within a year. But the way he promised that was to actually muster the forces of evil, of the Sitra Achra, of the Tuma, to get that opportunity to be able to make that promise. The Baal Shem Tov mentions this story because as a punishment, one of the things he decreed is that people should not continue the custom that had been established by Eliyahu Baal Shem of reciting LeDavid during the month of Elul. This might be the source why many Hasidim do not recite LeDavid. Perhaps they're following the information, the directive of the Baal Shem Tov. Yet at the very same time, the Vilna Gaon opposed the reciting of LeDavid, most likely because it was of such a new custom in his time that he felt it shouldn't have been adopted.